Hi, I'm Sophia. Today I'm going to tell you my story. But before I continue, please share, and subscribe to hear more stories like this. Growing up with my mom, Diana, was like walking on eggshells. She owned a high-end boutique downtown, and she never let anyone forget it. Our house was always spotless, her appearance immaculate, and she expected the same from me. Every childhood mistake was treated like a personal affront to her reputation. Even as a teenager, I had a strict curfew, a dress code, and a list of acceptable friends, usually children of her clients or business associates. "Sophia, what are you wearing?" My mom stood in my doorway, coffee in hand, disapproval on her face. "Just jeans and a sweater, Mom. I'm going to study at Jess's house." I was 22, in my final year of college, still living at home to save money. "You look sloppy. What if someone who shops at my store sees you? Image is everything in my business." My roommate Jess was waiting outside. I grabbed my backpack. "Mom, no one cares what I wear to study." "Everyone is always watching, Sophia. Remember that. Your appearance reflects on me and the boutique. Is it so hard to put on something decent? Those jeans look like something from a discount store." I bit my tongue to avoid an argument. "I'll change when I get back. Jess is waiting." I slid into Jess's car. "Sorry about that. Your mom's still treating you like you're 12? Jess pulled away. "Yeah, but rent is expensive and I'm trying to save for grad school. Just another few months of the Diana Williams fashion police, then freedom." "You can always move in with me and Ryan. Our couch is yours. No dress code required?" Jess laughed, but her eyes were serious. "I worry about you there sometimes. The way she talks to you isn't normal." "Thanks, but I'll manage. How's the internship going?" "It's great. They might offer me a job after graduation. Did you apply for that marketing position at Horizon?" "Not yet. Mom thinks I should work at her boutique. Says it would be invaluable experience, and that I'd be ungrateful to turn it down after all she's invested in my education." Jess rolled her eyes. "No offense, but that's a terrible idea. You'd be miserable with her micromanaging everything you do." "Trust me, I know. I just need to find the courage to tell her no." My relationship with my brother Jason wasn't much better. 2 years younger, he was the golden child who could do no wrong in Mom's eyes. He got the newer car, the bigger allowance, and somehow none of the lectures about family reputation. "Hey, Soph, you coming to Marco's party tomorrow?" Jason called me that evening. "I don't know, I have a big exam coming up." "Come on, you need to get out more. Even Mom says so. She thinks you're becoming antisocial." I stirred my pasta sauce harder than necessary. "Oh, she's talking about me with you." "Don't be dramatic. She's just concerned about your social life. Says you should be networking more if you want a good job after graduation." "My social life is fine. I'm focused on graduating. Not everyone needs to party every weekend." "Whatever. Hey, have you noticed Mom acting weird lately? She's been having these intense phone calls. Locked herself in the office 3 times this week." "When isn't Mom intense? Maybe business trouble?" "Nah, she says the boutique is doing better than ever. Record sales last quarter, supposedly." 2 days before New Year's Eve, I overheard Mom arguing on the phone in her office. "I don't care what it takes, Gerald. Make it happen or I'm finding another investor." She slammed the phone down. I knocked on the open door. "Everything okay, Mom?" She whirled around, her face a mask of composure. "Sophia, don't eavesdrop. It's rude." "I wasn't. I was just passing by. Is the boutique okay?" "My business is none of your concern. Did you finish cleaning the guest room? Your Aunt Patricia is coming for New Year's." Aunt Patricia was Mom's sister. They hadn't spoken in years after some family drama. The last time Patricia visited, they had a screaming match about Mom's superficial lifestyle and materialistic values. Mom threw a crystal vase at the wall. "Patricia, you two made up?" "We're family, Sophia. Family sticks together when it matters." Her voice had an edge that made me nervous. New Year's Eve arrived and Aunt Patricia never showed. Instead, Mom invited her business partner Gerald and his wife Vanessa for dinner. The atmosphere was tense from the moment they arrived. Mom was drinking more than usual, her laugh too loud, her smile too fixed. "Sophia, pour some more wine for our guests. Mom directed. I obliged, noticing the tension in the room. Gerald barely touched his food. Vanessa kept checking her watch and texting under the table. Diana, we need to discuss the situation, Gerald finally said. Mom's smile remained fixed. Not tonight, Gerald. It's New Year's Eve. There's nothing to celebrate. The numbers don't lie. I looked between them. What numbers? Nothing, sweetheart, Mom cut in. Adult business talk. Gerald turned to me. Your mother hasn't told you? The boutique is underwater, has been for months. Mom's face hardened. Gerald, that's enough. She's been taking loans to cover inventory, maxing out credit lines. The facade can't hold much longer. Is this true? I asked Mom. She stood abruptly. Sophia, go to your room. This doesn't concern you. I think it does concern me if... Now! I left, but listened from the hallway. You're making a scene in front of my daughter, Mom hissed. You're making a fool of yourself pretending everything's fine, Gerald shot back. The investors are pulling out. I built this business from nothing. I won't let it fail. It's already failing, Diana, and your pride is making it worse. Around 11 p.m., Mom knocked on my door. Her makeup was perfect, but her eyes were hard. Sophia, we need to talk about your living situation. She paced the room. You're 22 now. It's time you lived independently. What? I've been enabling your dependency. It's not healthy. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. You want me to move out? Now? Not just want. I need you to move out. Tonight. Tonight? It's New Year's Eve. Where am I supposed to go? You have friends, don't you? That girl Jess? Or get a hotel until you find an apartment. Mom, I'm still in school. I can't afford... That's not my problem, Sophia. I've supported you long enough. This is because of what Gerald said, isn't it? You're taking your business problems out on me. Don't be ridiculous. This decision has nothing to do with Gerald or the boutique. It's about you growing up. On New Year's Eve? With no warning? Life doesn't give warnings, Sophia. This is your first adult lesson. She walked to the door. I want you out by morning. I called Jess, crying. My mom is kicking me out. Tonight. What? Why? She says it's time I grow up, but it's because her business is failing. That's insane. Come stay with us. Ryan won't mind. I spent New Year's Eve throwing essentials into suitcases while fireworks exploded outside. Mom stayed in her room, not even saying goodbye when Jess and Ryan helped me load my things. Jess hugged me as we stood in her apartment. It'll be okay, Sophie. I don't understand how she could do this. Ryan brought in the last bag. Your mom's always been intense, but this is next level. The next few weeks were a blur. I crashed at Jess and Ryan's place while finishing my final semester. Mom didn't call, didn't check if I was okay. Jason called once. Mom says you moved out. What happened? She kicked me out, Jason, on New Year's Eve. What? Why would she do that? Her business is failing. She's falling apart and blaming me. Come on, Soph. Mom wouldn't do that without reason. Believe whatever you want. You've always taken her side. Meanwhile, I applied for jobs, determined to stand on my own feet. One application was to Horizon Marketing, and I got an interview. Your portfolio is impressive, said Elaine, the hiring manager. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Building campaigns that connect with people emotionally, I answered. Marketing isn't just about selling products. It's about telling stories people relate to. Elaine smiled. That's exactly what we believe at Horizon. When can you start? I accepted on the spot, feeling that being forced out might have been a blessing in disguise. With a job secured, I found a small apartment. Jess helped me move in. I'm so proud of you, she said. From homeless on New Year's to employed with your own place by spring? I still can't believe Mom did that to me. Have you heard from her? Not a word. Jason says she's going through a lot, but won't give details. 6 months flew by. I was excelling at work under my mentor, Michael. Then I got a text from Jason. Mom's boutique closed. She's a mess. You should call her. I stared at the message before responding. Why? She hasn't called me in 6 months. She's too proud. But she needs family now. Like I needed family on New Year's Eve? That evening, my doorbell rang. I opened it to find my mother standing there, soaking wet from the rain, looking thinner and older. "Sophia," she said, her voice smaller than I'd ever heard it. "Mom, what are you doing here? Can I come in?" I hesitated, then stepped aside. She entered, looking around my modest apartment. "It's nice," she said. "Cozy? What do you want, Mom?" She sat on my couch. "I'm sure Jason told you about the boutique. He mentioned it closed." "It didn't just close. I lost everything, Sophia. The business, the house, my savings. I'm sorry to hear that." Gerald was right. I was in denial, taking bigger risks trying to save it. Now I'm bankrupt. "Where are you staying?" "With Patricia, if you can believe it. She flew in when she heard." "Aunt Patricia? You two barely speak." "She said family helps family in crisis." Mom looked at me pointedly. "So that's why you're here? You need money?" "I need a place to stay while I get back on my feet. Patricia's returning to Chicago next week." "And you thought of me? The daughter you kicked out on New Year's Eve?" "I made a mistake, Sophia. I was scared and taking it out on you." 6 months later? After you've exhausted all other options? "Please, Sophia, I have nowhere else to go." I laughed bitterly. "Funny, that's exactly where I was when you threw me out. I'm your mother. You stopped being my mother when you chose your pride over your daughter." Tears filled her eyes. "What do you want me to say? That I was wrong? Fine, I was wrong. I'm sorry, Sophia, please." "Sorry doesn't change what happened. I'm begging you." "Like I begged you? Did you listen then?" She stood up, desperate. "Things are different now. I've changed." "No, Mom. Things are different because you have no power anymore. You're only here because you need something." "That's not true. I miss you. You miss having control. You miss your perfect life where everyone does what Diana wants." Finally, she asked, "So what now? You're going to leave your mother homeless to punish me?" "No, I'm going to do what Jess did for me. I'm going to help you find a shelter that can give you temporary housing while you look for work." "A shelter? I can't stay in a shelter." "Why not? Too beneath the great Diana Williams?" "I'm your mother, Sophia. And I was your daughter. Where was your compassion then?" "This is cruel. This is reality, Mom. The reality you wanted me to face, remember? Life doesn't give warnings. Your words, not mine." She collapsed back onto the couch, sobbing. "I'll make some calls tomorrow," I said. "There's a women's shelter downtown with a good program for helping people get back on their feet." "Doing what? Folding clothes at some discount store? I built a business." "And now you'll build another life. That's what you taught me to do, right?" The next day, I drove her to the shelter, her single suitcase in my trunk. "This is temporary," I told her. "They have resources to help you find work and housing." "I still can't believe you're doing this." "Believe it. And maybe you'll learn some compassion for others in similar situations." A woman named Margaret greeted us. "You must be Diana. Welcome. We're going to help you get back on your feet." Mom looked around, horrified. "Thank you. I'll check on you next week," I said. "Sophia, please." Mom grabbed my arm. "I made one mistake." It wasn't one mistake. It was a lifetime of conditional love. I left her there, feeling both terrible and vindicated. Over the next months, I checked on her weekly. She found a job at a department store and secured a tiny studio apartment. She hated every minute but had no choice. At work, I was thriving. Elaine promoted me to account manager after I landed a major client. 6 months later, Mom invited me to her studio for dinner. It was tiny but clean. She'd lost her designer clothes and perfect makeup, looking more real than ever. "Thank you for coming," she said, serving simple pasta. "Jason said you wanted to talk." "These past months have been humbling. I lost everything I thought mattered." And I realized none of it did matter, not compared to family. She reached for my hand, but I pulled back. "I was wrong, Sophia. I put image above substance. I put my business above my daughter. It took losing everything to see that?" Yes, I'm not proud of it, but yes. I'm glad for your epiphany, Mom. Can you ever forgive me? I don't know. Maybe. But forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or letting you back into my life on your terms. I understand. As I was leaving, she handed me a letter. Something I've been writing for months. Please read it when you're ready. I didn't open it until weeks later. 8 pages of apology, reflection, and regret. Today, a year later, Mom works at the mall. We have coffee once a month. It's not warm, but it's civil. As for me, I'm thriving at Horizon, dating Michael, and I'm godmother to Jess's baby. Sometimes I wonder if I was too harsh. Then I remember that night, standing in the cold with my suitcases, fireworks overhead, marking a new year and a new life I never asked for. Some betrayals change you forever. Some lessons come at too high a price. Some relationships can never be what they were. And that's okay. Because sometimes, the family you choose is better than the family you're born into. So what about you? Have you ever had to choose between forgiveness and self-protection? What did you choose, and do you regret it?